which was really striking in these texts in this first Sunday of Advent is the sense of urgency. And that is what you get in Matthew. And I'm going to look at my Matthew text here, right? The hour, the day and the hour no one knows, neither the angel of heaven nor the Son. Jesus doesn't even know when he's coming back, right? Only the Father knows, right? So this, again, two women will be grinding a meal together, one will be taken, one will be left. Keep awake. You do not know on what day your Lord is coming. Right? If the owner of the house had known what part of the night the thief was coming, he would have stayed awake and not let his house be broken into. You must be ready, for the Son of Man is coming at an unexpected hour.
Yeah.
So
there's an urgency. Get ready now because you don't know when this is going to happen.
Yeah, and this comes back a little bit to what we talked about when we set up Advent, right? That already and not yet.
Yeah.
Right. This thing that happens when we act as though Christmas is something there, and then there's the second coming, but Christmas is the beginning of the end.
Yeah.
Right, and the end is even now moving forward, and we don't know when the end will be accomplished, when the end will fully arrive. Right.
Right. Well, and one of the ways that you can look at this, especially within the frameworks that we've already set up, one of the ways we can look at this in some of the frameworks we've already set up is that the end comes for each of us, whether you're ready for it or not, right?
Yeah.
And so there can be a tiny personal apocalypse where I'm going to have to deal with the fact that all the stuff I gathered, all the power I put together, all the lives that I enjoyed, the meals that I had, are at one point not going to be worth much.
It's an Ecclesiastes moment.
It is, isn't it? At one point, they're going to be dust in the wind. They are going to be vanity of vanities, and what was all that about? Because that's what Ecclesiastes keeps asking, doesn't he? And so there is a tiny apocalypse that's going to come for me. Am I ready for that? I don't know.
Ready or not.
Yeah, ready or not, it doesn't matter. And the thing is, once again, I don't know when it's going to happen.
And that's the text. Ready or not, it's going to happen for you, but I think there might be a legitimacy in reading the text that way now. Yeah. But that is not what they were thinking back then.
No,
right?
Certainly.
Because this sort of individualistic idea of death, I just was not. I mean, they really are, particularly Paul.
Oh yes.
Right, is really talking about this thing is coming.
Yeah.
Right, and this fruition is coming. Now, within a generation, they're maybe not so fast, but at the time, this apocalypse is coming, imminent. Be ready for it. Any moment, any day, any time. This transition, this new world, and if you put all of your money in, or put all your bread in the money basket,
yeah.
Right, then you are going to be left behind. If you put all of your time and energy into the things of this world basket,
yeah,
right, whether it's your personal death or whether it's the coming to fruition of whatever it is that happened on that first Christmas morning,
yeah.
When God breaks in and says, okay, this is the way I'm going to do it, and it's sort of, okay, maybe I'm still thinking about a zombie apocalypse, right? It's like, Last of Us or whatever. You've got this ground zero,
yeah.
Right? And it's spreading and it's spreading and it's spreading. And this now, if you are one of the people for whom this world was a good idea, then this spreading is like a zombie apocalypse of death.
Yeah. But
if you're a person who is prepared and is ready and has given up all these things of this life, it is like, this Wizard of Oz, right? When the
sure.
color spreads,
yeah,
right, and it spreads from this moment, and it spreads.
And they actually had her, the stunt double or whatever was dressed in sepia tones and painted her up in sepia tones, so she didn't notice when she opened that sepia tone door, and all of a sudden there it is.
Ooh.
Even it's one single shot. And so it had such an impact and the surprise of, oh goodness.
The color was new.
Yeah.
So you have this, this thing is spreading.
Yeah.
And it might be spreading so slow that you can barely see it.
Yeah.
Right? But it is spreading, and it's inexorable because it's God. Because this is God's fruition in the fullness of time. And you have a choice to make.
Yeah.
Right? You can be part of this world, and you can be comfortable, and you can be happy, and you can have your long Christmas list that gets filled out.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Or you can let it go, and you can put your eggs in the basket. You can put your eggs in the basket of plowshares, in the basket of peace, in the basket of mercy, in the basket of justice, and caring, and kindness, and gentleness, all those things that this world, or at least this world as we know it, says that's weak.
And it's a sacrifice.
And it's a sacrifice.
It costs you something to do it.
Yes.
And so you shouldn't
People will
bother
think you're
doing
less than.
Yeah.
So there is this sense of urgency, right?
Mm-hmm.
That you'll have time. No, you might not. One day you won't have any more time. And so this is back to this idea of Advent. Some people are asleep.
Yeah.
But Advent is a wake up. It's the watchtower, right? Wake up.
Yeah.
Be alert. Pay attention, right? It's not passive waiting. Advent is active readiness, preparing for this moment which is to come. And I think that one of the things that the unfortunate use of apocalyptic language, because it's like I'm back to hark the herald angels sing.
Yeah.
Or it came upon the midnight clear, right?
Yeah.
Because it's not a sense of, oh my gosh, it's coming. It's not like when I'm watching Walking Dead and I'm, scaring the bejesus out of me because,
Because that's the point of the show.
because, oh my God, they're gonna, and I cover my face. This is why I don't go see scary movies in public anymore. I embarrass myself. But no, it's a, what is that? Oh my God, it's beautiful.
Holding your breath.
Holding your breath.
Yeah.
For this beautiful new world to emerge from the world that we have, right? So it's not fear, right? It's a sense of awe.
Which I think is one of the things where, within our context in this rural world,
Yes.
if we're going to talk rural world, the rural expectation of apocalypse in whatever world we're using that term is that it is a thing to be scared of, and it's a thing to be prepared for, and it's a thing to be prepared for with great and overwhelming violence, right? Mm-hmm. I know people who their preparation for, whether it's apocalypse or they have other terms for it, we're not going to use those terms at the moment because there's swear words in them. Their preparation for it is having tons of food, tons of water, tons of medication.
More of this world.
And a room this size full of weapons, guns, ammo, everything else, right?
Yeah.
That's preparation for the apocalypse for them. And that is it is a very rural phenomenon in some ways. It's also a very city phenomenon in some other ways, but...
Can I push back against that a little bit? Because
Sure.
I think...
I will say that I have met far more of them in the rural world than I have met ever in the city world that I grew up in.
Well, my question is, where were they 10 years ago? Or 15 years ago? Were they in a city and they came here because land is cheap and this is where they can, and this is where they can stockpile?
I don't know.
Yeah, because, I mean, to me, there's a sense of, because I will also say that my neighbors and my congregation, I think there are greater numbers of people who understand the value of less, and who understand the value of things other than power.
Yeah.
Now, and I don't want to idealize Wyoming.
It's a danger we can all fall into.
Step back a minute here. I mean, I don't want to idealize it, but there is a whole sense in which there's a bunch of carpetbaggers that come here, right? And they come here with their ideas that projecting their ideas. This is where I can go for the apocalypse because I can be just as comfortable here,
Yep.
right? I can buy my big house, and when everything falls apart, I'll have my house and my land, and I can erect my I mean, this is one of the things that always ticked me off about apocalyptic movies and television series, because they assume that we're going to be just as big a jerks in the old world, in the new world, as we were in the old world.
Sure.
And there's an assumption that violence and all this other stuff. And I look at it and I'm like, if you look at sort of history, and I mean like past history,
Sure.
the communities that survive are just that, communities.
Yes.
Right?
Absolutely. The communities that has gardeners and mechanics and carpenters is going to do a whole lot better than the one that has all of the jerks.
One of the things, okay, I'm going to do one digression to zombie apocalypse stuff, and then we'll go somewhere else.
Okay.
But World War Z, the book, not the movie. The movie, just
Don't
really
watch the movie.
don't watch the movie. But the book is really brilliantly written. It's like, have you read it?
I have, but it's been a while.
I have it. I'll loan it to you. But
I have a copy.
but the part that I really like is that they build this community in Los Angeles. And this is the part that truly captures the element of the apocalypse. All of those people that were so valuable in the old world are useless in this one.
Yeah.
Right? The people that are valuable in this apocalyptic world are the gardeners, the mechanics, the people, the software engineers. Yeah, buddy, you might as well.
Yeah, the CEOs.
I want you to be the slow guy that when I'm running away,
We need you to be bait.
Yeah, I want you to be
That's all you're good for anymore.
Yeah,
Oh.
because
I'm not sure that I love that either.
they don't have any skills or talent that really helps the community, and I think there's an element of that does capture the book is brilliant, and I hope that someone does a justifiable film of it one day. But I think that some of us, we're sort of caught up in this idea that the apocalypse, or that we're waiting for some kind of punishment, that dread. But the fear is not this punishment of the apocalypse. The fear is missing the moment.
Yeah, although I think there is a fear of punishment because I want to say that's sort of what we all got as punishments when we were a kid, right? When you take away your fun stuff.
Yeah.
And the stuff that you love and the stuff that's enjoyable, the phone, the TV, whatever else, when you get grounded, the punishment is we take away the stuff that you enjoyed. And so in this new world, when the TV is no longer important, right?
Yeah.
That's especially what you keep saying about Walking Dead, right?
Yeah.
When in the apocalypse, when all that fun stuff disappears, isn't it a punishment? It was when I was a kid, so it must be.
Yeah. So we got to stop doing that to the kids.
Well, sure.
Stop taking their stuff away.
But also because it makes us, it's not the taking the stuff away, it's that we point to that as this is the thing of value.
Yeah.
And that's really the problem, is that we've chosen to value the wrong thing.
Yes.
And so the apocalypse in some ways is about shifting our values, our internal understanding of what's worth something. Because we're so used to the things of the world being worth something.
So what the fear is, right, is that we are stockpiling all of this stuff over here, right? And then all of a sudden we're going to discover that oh man.
Should have been stockpiling friends, community, good things.
Peace, love, kindness.
Yeah.
I was stockpiling power.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because I thought it had worth.
I was stockpiling power over.
Yeah.
Right? And I wasn't stockpiling community with. Yeah.
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 And we choose the things that have the wrong value. And once again, going back to what we've talked about all summer, I will argue that's idolatry.
Yeah.
And idolatry is the foundation to all other things.
Yes.
Because we choose to value something which is not our neighbor and not our God.
So the fear is, the danger is that we'll miss the boat.
Yes.
That we'll be over here stockpiling our stuff.
We'll be the unicorns out playing around, having fun, enjoying this world that doesn't have anybody else in it, while everyone else gets on the ark.
And the balloon will be sailing off without us.
Yes.
Back to Wizard of Oz.
Back to Kansas.
Yes.